work on drop. As the instructions say in Chirag Patel's drop video, you can get the link to that video here. And I'm going to show you this with a puppy. It'll be a little different with a puppy because they can get worked up real easily, but not that much different. You just probably have to make it a lot shorter, which you really should in any training with a puppy. But drop. Make sure you point out the food on the ground. We're going to teach them to direct to the floor when they hear the word drop. 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 Now, it is advised that you do this in a bunch of different ways. Like he says to do it sitting as well as standing. Drop. So that dogs will learn to drop things no matter what position you're in. Standing, sitting, hovering over something. Because it can be certain situations where dogs learn that dropping is not a good thing for them. Do it while you're running. Drop! Once they direct to the floor readily, when you say drop, you can usually move to the next step. Now, realize that I don't have any toys or anything for it to actually drop. I'm just using food right now. So, you can also do the 2-toy game, which I will show you. Get her with that. And I'm not going to go for the toy. I don't want to grab the toy right now. I just want her to drop it. And my hands on the ground near it are good for, you know, when those puppies, you go to grab a toy and they grab your hand in play usually because they want the toy first. So they see it kind of as a competition of, no, I'm going to get it before you do. And that becomes annoying because a lot of times then you can't get the toy. So, drop. So if your fingers are near, you can always grab the toy because your hands on the ground don't necessarily mean something bad. Now she's really food motivated, so she sometimes directs more for the food than the toy. Good girl, what you got? Good girl. So I'll get her more interested in the toy if she's not. You don't want to get them too worked up because sometimes then they get so into the play that then they won't drop. Drop. She's doing really well. And I always say whenever you're playing, or if you want to play with a dog, if they're not interested in the toy, you're trying to get them interested in the toy, make the toy move. Dead toys are boring toys. So I like to drag them across the ground, but moving toys usually always get any kind of puppy into it. Especially high drive dogs, that'll really get them going, but any dog. I mean, she's a hound and she's, you know, getting into it, so. Good girl, good girl. Drop. Good girl. Which I actually had a hold of the toy then. Get it. And I may switch toys. So see, look, dead toys boring, moving toys fun. And you'll do the same when you are doing tug. Drop. Good girl. Now for dogs that are very toy motivated, if the toy is more rewarding than the food, once they're good at this, you can use the toy as the reward. They drop, they get the toy back. Or what's even better than that is not necessarily giving them the same toy back, but get the exact two of the exact same toy. So they drop one toy, they get the other one, but it's the exact same toy. So I'd have 2 of these, which actually I do have 2 of these. They're different colors. I don't know if that matters to the dog. But you can do, it's called the 2-toy game. And sometimes that works really well. I mean, you can use not any puppy, but dogs that are really into the toys more than the food, or find the toy toys more rewarding than food, that works really well for them. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Drop. Good girl. Good girl. She's definitely more food motivated, so good girl. Good girl. Now if they get too rowdy with the toy, which puppies can do quickly, she gets her teeth like hit my hand, then I'll end the game, or you know, it means I took the training a little too long, even though it's only been 30 seconds maybe. Drop. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. All done. And I always give an all done cue. That's just what I like to do to tell them that we're done doing what we were doing.